if he says that I must do what is morally correct and return the game, then I suppose I'll play. What am I gonna play? Maybe Lies of P.
Oh,
or something.
actually, before you go offline, could everybody who enjoys either of our streams consider following the Cosmic Bonfire channel? It's a channel that we've been setting up to stream some collab stuff with a bunch of other creators, and we're hoping next Friday to be doing some D&D on that channel.
Yes. It's going to be Magnifico, myself, TV Bema, Mealy, LG, Avon the Raven, Hiking Yima, who am I missing? Feed the Tall Boy.
Hello, Califmere. Lovely to see you.
Oh, and Jake Shuffle. Possibly.
Yes. We don't think Jake Shuffle's going to be able to make it next week, though. But he's involved with Cosmic Bonfire, so we expect to see him in the future. Whether or not he manages to be part of this specific D&D adventure or not, we're not sure.
So if you recognize any of those names, then please follow that. It's still getting set up.
Yeah, it's still being
everybody
set
has
up.
left my stream.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Yours, but I think that everyone can hear me still.
So yeah, please do consider following Cosmic Bonfire so you'll be alerted once we do stuff over there. The channel itself is completely bare right now. We still need to set up things like a logo and what have you. A profile picture.
Okay, I've stopped my broadcast. I have to go.
Okay.
But thanks for playing. I can't see your stream because I don't have it pulled up, but I hope that you have a great stream. Do you have things set up? Are you good to
Yeah. I'm
continue
already
with?
in Lies of P. I need to try and remember what I was doing.
You were doing stuff.
Yep.
Alright. Well, goodbye. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you. I will see you
have lovely
later.
luck.
Goodbye.
Yep, you take care. What was I thinking? Yeah, so we're doing Lies of P. I should actually, with all the raiders. Hello, I'm Robert. This is the El Magnifico Games channel. On this channel we do old games and new games, games that require you to think and more actiony games. If you enjoyed this cozy sort of streams, I'm usually live on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays from 6 o'clock UK time. Today we're doing Lies of P. It's a Souls-like, it's rather good, and we're actually really quite close to the end of the game. I don't know exactly how close because I've not played it before, but I believe we're in the penultimate chapter, so fairly soon. There's only going to be a handful of bosses left, is what I'm trying to get at, and I have to try and remember what way we're supposed to be going in, because I was making my way through this area when I finished last time, so I'm not actually 100% sure which direction is forwards. Oh wait, never mind, I recognise the area. Oh, you've been here then? Do you have any idea where I go from here? Possibly this way? Bye now. Probably this way, there's enemies over here. To the right? Yeah. Ow. Anyway. Oh, blast. Deary me. Oh, well, I've clearly not been here because there's unlooted stuff. There we go. Ow. So I believe we were expecting, based on dialogue we'd heard up to this point, I think the next boss is going to be the fox lady, who we're actually wearing a duplicate of her clothes right now. It was an odd thing. We happened to be given a... It's not quite a quest, but the opportunity was given to pick up a duplicate of her costume. And I thought, well, why not? I'm really worried about that disruption reaching 100% because I'm not sure whether disruption is insta-death or not. Yeah, it is insta-death. That's annoying. Oh well, they managed to build up our disruption meter until we got insta-killed. Oh well, such is the game. This is a Souls-like after all, so we can expect plenty of deaths like that. Ooh, what have you got to eat, Rowdy, if you don't mind my asking? Oh, no! Well, that was unimpressive. Oh well. Yeah! Probably lost quite a bit of Death Ergo there, having done that, but on the other hand, at least the Death Ergo that remains will be easy to grab. There it is. How do I... How do I advance? Ah, here! Up here. Right, I get it. That makes sense. Alright. So, ooh. Right, slowly and carefully. I can, because I've got so little disruption right now, I can tank a bit of it. Oh! That was dumb. Good. This may have worked in our favour, actually. Because we're not at the bottom there with all the enemies like swarming around us from all sides. No! Yes, they got me. Blast! Who builds a tower higher and higher without proper safety railings? It's irresponsible, I quite agree. Goodness. Someone could die! Someone just did die. There goes your statement. They shoved you off. Those monsters. I know. Not exactly civilized behaviour, is it? Funny you'll never end your co-stream after your co-stream ends. Oh, is it still going? I'll have to have a quick check in a moment how I turn that off. Let's try this again. Good. Very good. Oh, hang on, that's not how you jump. Whether you can jump and how you jump seems to differ between all the Souls-likes. Sometimes I get confused. No! Deary me, they nearly got me. I mean, they could still have me. Look how high my disruption is right now. I need to be very careful. Just barely survived. Right, where were we? Gosh darn Piku. My survivalist is no longer going, no need to check on it. Looks like I missed the end of the collab again. Well, since I don't want spoilers, I guess I'll be going. Have an excellent day. Oh, sorry to hear that, Avon, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for dropping by all the same. Hang on, I was just going to check if I can end that co-stream situation. Leave collaboration. There we go. I was doing that while I was waiting for the disruption to tick down anyway, since I knew I was going to have to stand around for a moment. Problem is, as we've seen, if disruption gets to 100%, then you just die straight up, no matter what your health is, which isn't a great situation to be in. Now it's good. Yeah, it corrected itself a bit ago, hence telling him not to check it. I think I just ended it myself just then. Right, what was that noise? I want to check what the Red Fox's amulet does. That's the Red Fox's amulet. There it is. Motivity and technique. An amulet that can be equipped on a puppet. Yeah, we know it. The Wolf family's swordsmanship is passed down through generations. Is famous for being sophisticated and refined. The occasional blind spot that appears as a trick for an even deadlier attack, so one must be careful. That would be a fantastic amulet if we were doing a quality build, but we're not. We're doing the equivalent of a dex build. In this game, that would be called a technique build. I think a special ample heals you of it. Well, removes the ailment is what I mean. There probably is one actually, yeah. I haven't really been using those. Hang on, I should go... I'm just thinking about the order in which I do things. I should check up the top here. I think there was stuff up the top that I missed because I fell down. And once I've checked that, then we continue to what we were calling the right. Because it looked like there was more stuff to do there. Over we go. Grab that. Yeah, because I tried to... Yeah, and there's even someone alive over here. Whoa, no! Why am I so bad at this? Oh, and I nearly killed myself. Okay. Don't know why I'm having so much difficulty. Excuse me? How did someone get behind me? There we go. Very good. Right, now I can have a quick look around here and see if there's anything here. Ow! Where did that come from? Oh, you? Looks like it. There we go. Rightio. Right, I think we've explored this area, so let's head down and forwards. Well, I shall depart. Have an excellent night, Elmag. Okie dokie, Rowdy. Thank you for stopping by. You take care. It still has you and Pico streaming. It changed after I left. That's very odd. Oh, they're actually tankier than I was giving them credit for. There we go. I'm not doing a particularly good job of conserving all my healing items. Ow. But progress is being made. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. You break the tank on their back, they become vulnerable. Excellent, excellent. Alrighty there. Hope we get either a shortcut or a stargazer soon. I don't like how far we've travelled without any... without any sort of checkpointing. What do we make of this, chat? Okay. Looks simple enough. I feel like this must be worse than it looks, though. I saw that there was someone over the far side. There we go. Told you it'd be worse than it looks. Oh, was that you? It looked like those shots came from behind me. Maybe they didn't. Chuck stuff at him. It's safer. Quartz! That probably was worth the trouble. Will this disable the trap? I hope it does. Yes. We're good. Blimey. They went to a lot of effort to protect one quartz, though. I know quartz is a rare special item for us, because we use it for upgrades, but I didn't think, like, for the alchemists, quartz would be that rare or hard to come by. Oh well. That was very handy. Blimey. This is actually a problem. I'm low enough on healing items right now that... I don't have a good solution for this. Yes. Oh, did that not count? It looked like they were going to be vulnerable for a second there to being knocked down, but then it didn't happen. Ow! This is going to be my last healing item I use. Assuming I manage to. Yes. Nice try. Oh, I'm very low on stamina. That's not good. Need to recover that. No! Oh, I nearly had them. I think they were one hit away. Oh dear. What a shame. Yeah, we're a long way back now. That is suboptimal. This is the problem I was highlighting before. With the game being so stingy when it came to stargazers and shortcuts. Just when you could heal too. I know! And just when they could be knocked down. A lot of things happened there in quick succession that were all good aside from dying. I'm not going to worry about the death ergo. Meaning I'm not going to care if they hit me and the death ergo goes down. I'm just going to focus on getting back to where we were. Do you mind? Let me through. Thank you. Ow. There we go. Caught there, that was suboptimal. No. No! Blast! Third time's the charm? That was going a lot better until it wasn't. Had more resources. I wasn't giving it the same respect I was originally though, because I knew I had more resources and could get away with being a bit more aggressive. Although apparently I was wrong, apparently I couldn't get away with being a bit more aggressive. Oh, hang on. The optimal way down, but still. Shoot. You did get there much faster that time though, this is true. Have a lovely look, Brandman. Lovely to see you as always. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. And the fact that I got given an item the moment they died, instead of them dropping it and my needing to pick it up, that tells me that that enemy will not respawn. Which also makes me think I'll probably never be able to get in this gap again. Since they had to break the wall. Look at this, they must have... Look, it doesn't connect anywhere. They must have literally bricked that poor individual in there. In that little alcove. We did it! they did shut him in there. Very nice. Well, I don't know about that. That looks suspicious if you ask me. Yeah, it seems to be the only way forwards. Why is there just a random dead body down here? As we've been going through here, we keep just finding dead bodies. Like, why has nobody cleaned them up? What's going on? What happened? What happened here? A lift? Just a tiny bit suspicious. Yeah, a lift with, like, a mark where you're supposed to stand, it would seem. If it wasn't the only way forwards, I would have been much slower to have used this lift. Blimey. Imagine an elevator mimic. Oh, don't. Oh, boss fight and Stargazer. Well, we did... Hang on, what does it say? I was first to be completed. I will hatch from the egg and fly into the new world. Ominous. Have they transformed the red fox or something? What was I think? Or is this Sophia? It could be this is where Sophia is. What I was going to say is, given that we picked up a quartz, we should upgrade our Porgan. Since we can do that. Big chumps. I know there have been D&D campaigns where people have invented extra large mimics that can disguise themselves as houses and stuff like that. That's a disconcerting thought. You're just walking through the countryside, you see a cottage, you think, oh, I'll go in. You touch the doorknob, your hand gets stuck to it, and then suddenly it opens up and you're swallowed. Right, where was I? Right, increase weapon durability, recovery speed. What other ability do I want? Lower ergo loss upon death 1. Lowers the ergo loss from hits when there is death ergo to recover. Reduces item prices. Increase max coin fruit free. I don't know, none of these seem all that great, to be honest with you. None of these am I particularly infused by. Increase special grindstone effect duration. Actually, that one's good. I will grant you that one is decent. I should have been using that one earlier in the game. Had I realised it was available, I would have. I think towards the start of the game I wasn't using special grindstones though, because I hadn't. I don't think I'd. I think I knew they existed. I just hadn't properly. Integrated them into my play. I seldom pick any of the fourth ones. Do you mean the... What do you mean by the fourth one, sorry? Right, we've got a boss fight coming up. So my normal rule for a boss fight is I will attempt it 3 times... Hang on. Let me think about types here. I'm probably going up against a living human. Probably. Not necessarily. So let's switch the special grindstone to decay. That's... yeah, decay is the one you use for humans, isn't it? I should make sure my amulets are appropriately chosen as well. It's either going to be that or a corpse enemy, I think. 3? All you need is 1. 1 for study, 1 for content, and 1 to destroy. I'm not sure I follow you, sorry. What was I thinking? Yeah, so I usually attempt the boss. Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry, the number of attempts. I usually attempt it 3 times, and if I still can't do it, then I will summon. Thank you. You're the one that killed the wrestler, aren't you? Victor, Champion Victor. You're the one who was working for Simon and... actually delivered the final blow. So he stole our kill. Effectively, yes. Laxia the Complete. Laxasia. Wow, that is some combo. A combo that never ended. Do you mind? Put me down, please. And again. Which animal did the ancient Mayans worship like a god? I don't know. And we got the decay off, which is nice. Double impel. I bet it was Alexia the Complete. Could be. Oh my goodness, the range on that thing. Blast. Surely this isn't the entire boss fight, though. This must be a phase 1. Yeah, because there's a cinematic. First try. I don't think I have. Here we go. Interesting. So is this just one of the alchemists that they experimented on?
Your sword, Vexasia, swears to protect this tower.
Oh dear. This is inconvenient. I'm definitely not going to do it this time because I don't have enough healing items left. Yep. I don't know if she was an alchemist. She seems more like a bodyguard, personal knight. I don't know, because we know they were experimenting on themselves, didn't we? Their own order. I wouldn't be surprised if she was just an alchemist early on that was the first one to be successfully treated, whatever that would be. The Jaguar? That's a good guess. The Mayans in 300 BC worshipped turkeys as divine vessels and used them in religious rites. I did not know this. So much lightning. Speaking of, can I change my items around to get more protection? Particularly from electric. Yeah. Much better. That one gives me the most lightning protection, I think. Certainly looks that way. Yeah, I can do better there. Can do better there. Yep, that's, and I can still fast roll. That's good. I'm thinking she probably isn't living. She probably does count as a corpse as far as the type system is concerned. So let's change the amulet we're using and the element type we're using. I probably want fire. Also, hang on. You got her to second phase on your first try. That was impressive. Wrong one. You also did this with the impaled debuff. You got impaled every single time. Right, let's try this again, shall we? And she's on fire. No, you don't. Oh my goodness! Nausea, I'm lovely to see you. Oh, you have a game recommendation for me. Sorry, I will read properly in a moment. I'm in a boss fight. Yes, this is what we like to see. Oh wow, she doesn't actually... Okay. Oh yeah, she is vulnerable. I thought that didn't work at first. Ow. Stay alive. Yes. Right, where were we? You should play Nia. No rush. Oh, I think someone recommended it to me very recently. I think that's in... there is a suggest command, incidentally. Exclamation mark suggest, and then you type the name of the command. But thank you for the recommendation. How are you? What? Oh, where's she gone? There she's gone. And I'm down. That's a shame. Happy and tedious? The death showed up in my stream when I played it. Love the game. Could you describe it to me? I genuinely think it was recommended to me recently. It's a misclone. Oh, it may have even been you that recommended it to me, I think. Because we were talking about different games and I said about how I'd done Abduction, I was doing Firmament. I've got a Firmament playthrough on the go. That I'd done Quern. Ow. I was just here for the Firmament, but didn't recommend near it if I remember right. Oh, I was here for the Firmament. Fair enough. Hold on. Let me have a quick look at the list. Yeah, it was. I apologise. It was somebody else. But my two most recent recommendations are both that game. I may well play that then after Firmament. I was thinking of doing Uru after Firmament. Ow. No! Oh, that was close. I'm going to need to lurk, by the way, sorry. Partner is getting home. Oh, no worries at all. You have a lovely lurk. This is my 4th attempt, so I could summon. And I'm not ruling out the possibility I'll summon, but I've been close enough enough times that I think maybe I should try a few more times solo. I could be wrong, but I feel like if I summon... Well, that's embarrassing. After what I was just saying, I feel like if I summon, this will just be over. I'll give it 2 more attempts without a summon. To put a number to it. You're holding your own really well. Out of stamina, that's not good. No, you don't. I know what you're planning. No! She got me the second time! I keep forgetting she can just follow up with another one of those. But if you miss the impale, she just gets it on a... She can do a second impale right afterwards. Last. Last, I'm really struggling all of a sudden. There we go. Wow, she closed that distance quickly. Wait, did I send that back to her? Looked a bit like it. Oh, my Argus isn't working anymore. Fair enough. Oh, dearie me. Last heal. Last healing item, I should say. Yeah, this is over. I'm not going to be able to win this from here. Okay. Last attempt without a summon. Last. That was not a good start. I think she's escaped the burning. Yeah. That's a shame. And a third time she did it. How many times does she try to impale me? Uh-oh. This isn't the one, is it? Never seen her do it more than 3 times in a row. Okay. Hang on. Move out the way. Good. Fast. Next phase, which I'm woefully ill prepared for. I don't know how I'm supposed to avoid that damage when she just warps in. Excuse me? The arm of God. I think that's the first reference we've heard to that. Whatever that may be. Alrighty then. Yes, I will use a star fragment and have a friend help me. Let's try this again. I probably should have held a prediction then. Will I do it first time with a summons help, but I didn't think of it until now. I can't pause, can I? No. Oh, you've got invincibility frames, do you? And now you are on fire. Ow. And, oh, hang on, let's get out the way. Right, and now you're vulnerable. Second phase. I'll do my best. Oh, you're targeting summon, okay. That means you're probably going to jump down to the summon as well. You are. Which has left you very vulnerable to me. Okay. Still targeting the summon for some reason. Can I get fire for a second time? I can! You're still targeting the summon. Deary me. I don't know why she thinks I'm not a threat. Oh, here we go. You're vulnerable. Did that work? I can't tell. Yes, it did. This has surely got to be it, unless there's another phase. Kill Laxasia the Complete. That was good. That was a fun one.
Sir Simon, only you were the one.
Laxasia the Complete. There we go. Thank you. Sad Zealot's Ergo. Oh dear. Oh, the weather's changed. She was the one that was maintaining the storm, was she? Wait, wasn't there something there that's now disappeared? Lovely to see you, Chippy. How are you? Oh, we've got a fair amount of Ergo for that, didn't we? We can probably level? Wait, something new's appeared. Something's appeared back here. What does that even refer to? That looks like a speech bubble. Oh, 2 people I can speak to. I don't know who they are. Oh, there's 2... Oh, no, I see. I can speak to Antonia, and I think that's Antonia's butler. At Hotel Krat. Separately, there's something going on at Rosa Isabel Street. I understand. What am I leveling? Vigor for more stamina? I don't know. Yeah, let's go... Vigor? Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Do I have any Ergo I can use here to get another level? Because there's no point just... There we go. Hanging on to loads of Ergo for no good reason. You're very close already. Close? To the end of the game, do you mean? Right, let's find out what's going on at Rosa Isabel Street. And if anyone happens to know where I need to go, please don't mind telling me. I'd prefer not to be spoiled as to what it is, but I'm not so keen on the scavenger hunt to just find... to the end, I see. I'm not so keen on the scavenger hunt to... something's popped up on the Stargazer. Apparently there's something to do over here. I don't know what it is. This? The Witch's Tower and Princess, a final performance by Adelina, the greatest prima donna experience. Their passionate stories. I don't think that's going to be the one. Here. There's like a speech bubble here. That's a thing to do, right? Oh, because you freed the guy? Maybe? I remember I freed someone and he was like, I'm going to head straight to Rosa Isabella Street. Yeah, I remember him. But the issue is I don't know specifically where I need to go, if you see what I mean. Go up the bridge before you get Clown, you've got clown puppet. Thank you. Through the shortcut. Do I remember where the shortcut was? No. In a word, I do not. So I'm just going to have to run forwards and hope. Over here, maybe? Up here? I don't know where I'm going. This doesn't look like the way. Blimey. Quite the conga line of enemies I've built up, isn't it? I remember seeing that before, but not where I went from here. Around here? Oh well, I'm sure we'll find it. Ow. Sorry, I'm just trying to turn the lantern on. There we go. I needed a moment there. But you'll see him. I remember this area. Is it going to be another classic quest that ends in misery for all concerned? Because that seems to be both the FromSoft way and the way of this studio so far. Poor Rosora, she deserved better. He's right above where you demolished the puppet clown. Above? Oh, interesting. Yeah, I thought there was a closer stargazer to where the puppet clown was. Yeah, because the clown puppet was over here, weren't they? Did Pikachu ever defeat the clown puppet? If she did, it's possible I was there when it happened, but I don't quite remember.
Hey, over here.
There you are. Hold on, I'm just securing the area, my good friend. My good man. So, how are you?
Nice to see you again. I thought if I got a second chance, I'd go to where my heart's content.
Oh, yes?
I never expected to get out alive. Oh, it's overwhelming, even now. Want to take a look at what I have? I grabbed a couple of things before taking off.
Oh, yes? So, I'm just writing down his name. I don't think I wrote his name down the first time we spoke to him. But if you've only ever been in the alchemist's laboratories, which I'm taking from the which I'm inferring from various contexts, including the fact that your name appears to be Test Subject 826, as opposed to having any other name. How did you know to come here?
It's a new life, a new attitude, and simple pleasures like ordinary conversation. Nice loot, yeah? If you need anything,
Ordinary
just say the
conversation?
word.
With whom? What have we got? Sawtooth wheel, saw blade, sharp pipe, carcass crystal axe blade. Interesting. Looks like a rough... is that... Actually, what type of weapon is that? Is that like... It's an advanced weapon, isn't it? The White Lady's hunting apparel. The hunting apparel worn by the White Lady, the woman who lost her song, adorned her stage with the blood of puppets. The sister dreamed of a great stage. Their dreams now crushed. The younger one dedicated a stage in remembrance of her sister with the blood of puppets. White outfit? That'll get dirty so quick. I know. Odioni. Where's the... Where's my ergo? There it is. Oh, blimey, I have a lot of ergo. I did not appreciate quite how much I had. Hard ergo, I mean.
Nice loot, yeah?
So you looted this? Interesting. I may as well pick that up as well. You never know, it might be better than the ones I currently have. Maybe it won't be. But again, I have the ergo for it, so why not?
Nice loot, yeah?
Right, what can I talk to you about? About the reason for coming here.
I used to be a fan of the actress Patricia. Not the red actress Adelina, but her sister.
Oh, the one in white.
Patricia had an angelic voice like her sister. If she'd become famous, they would have called her the White Goddess.
Interesting.
But her career was cut short. She took poison and ruined her throat. I've only read others' memories, so I don't know the details.
Oh, that's what you meant by you. That explains it. I forgot. Your job as a test subject was to read other people's memories, so that's how why it is you were drawn to this place and why you knew to come here.
But the memories people had of her songs. You should have heard her voice in her prime. Something transcendent like that. Makes you feel alive. I survived. So I'm seeking out experiences like that. So, any more questions?
About what you saw.
Did I go sightseeing? You bet I did. It's the House of Krat, the theatre, the Ferris wheel. There's so much to see. Although, most of it has burned down now, I suppose. The most fascinating thing, I couldn't believe it. The writing on the back of a made puppet.
Yes.
I read memories, but still, any way you look at it, it's the made puppet's words.
Right.
Probably designed like that. What kind of puppet would write that stuff?
Is that the wife of... Well, yeah, the wife of the man that married a puppet.
Still, it was weird. You should see it for yourself.
Does anyone know where that is? I wouldn't mind pursuing that. Or have I already done that? Was that the quest I did earlier? Ah, here. I love you, Julian. I can't do anything with that, can I? Because I'm pretty sure Julian took off.
Nice loot, yeah?
Certainly turns that whole quest on its head, doesn't it? Now that we know that these puppets really are people. As in they are human beings, they have human souls. Oh, Feed the Tall Boy, lovely to see you. How are you today? Lies of P is going very well. I think we're getting close to the end of the game. I don't know exactly when it's coming because this is my first playthrough, but the things seem to be wrapping up, if you see what I mean.
Past sorrow, I must announce, Lady Antonia has passed away.
The last boss I fought was Laxasia the Complete.
As she entered immortality, she seemed at peace. Her face was calm, and she wasn't in pain. It is all thanks to you.
Yes.
Without your most difficult of choices.
That's not quite what I said to you,
never
though.
Found such peace. As for me, I am bereft. of emotion. My life, or what passes for it,
She was difficult and
has
fun.
lost meaning.
She was.
It feels like pain has swallowed me whole.
Poor Polendina.
Thus I plan to erase my heart and become
I
an
don't think you should
ordinary
do that.
puppet. This will be my last conversation with you as Polendina. Despite how it ended, I thank you for the kindness, bravery, and beautiful moments you showed me. Welcome to Hotel Krat. How may I be of service?
Find out about the last story of Antonia. Oh, dearie me. Oh, it's even brightened up out here. So just checking out these last few story. Oh, she's gone. Oops, didn't mean to do that. To the wonderful gentleman who gave my precious time back to me. That time I met you was light itself. Whether you're the child or not, I think you're a kind, precious child. Thank you for giving my joy back to me in my last moments. To the young gentleman who resembles Carlo, Antonia Serasani. A memo has been added. Everywhere you go, you seem to change fates for the better. Perhaps, if I had met you earlier, I might have been able to wash away the pain and nightmares of the past. After what happened at the Rose Estate, I was left with no choice but to put my all into protecting everyone. You are so different. You're someone who can connect with and bring warmth to other people. Please find a way, a path of light that can save everyone. Dearie me. Memory of Beach. We should listen to that. And then we should head back to the tower and see what's next. The Alchemist Tower. Memory of Beach. Oh, very soft. Oh, after World War II, the UK government took control of a vast railway network, creating British Railways. In what year did this major nationalisation happen? I don't know, but you said after World War II. I'm guessing it was before 1950. You say they seized control, but they probably had control of the railways for the duration of the war anyway. So it's probably more they didn't give them back. I don't know, 1946? This game does have good music, doesn't it? Just listening to this song to the end, we get a, well, aside from the fact that the songs are very beautiful, we get a little, there's a gameplay mechanic that ties into it. If you listen to the end, then the main character becomes just that little bit more human. What's everyone's favourite Lies of P track? Do these songs want to make your eyes water? I don't think they affect me quite that much, but they do sound very emotive. British Railways was officially formed through nationalisation on January the 1st, 1948. Oh, a bit later than I feel. They are very good songs, I have to say. Whoever wrote them knew what they were doing. no doubt. Y and Shadow Flower. Do I have either of those? Hold on, I'll check after the song's ended. I don't want to risk messing up the game mechanic. Feel always gets me. I think it was Pikachu that was saying recently that she saw that they'd released a vinyl version of the Lies of P soundtrack and that it looked beautiful. I can imagine that's a collector's item that quite a lot of people would be proud to own. You can see the Korean lady who sang most of them on YouTube. She performs them on camera. Interesting. Was she just singing, or was she also a pianist? I feel warmth. Right, what were they? Y and Shadow Flower. I don't think I have them. No. I was honestly wondering if I should go back and look for the rest of them. I don't know if people would want to sit through that. Have we remembered how to play the piano yet? No. Just sing with the music playing. I'll tag you if you'd like. After the fight against Romeo, walking out to see the puppets mourning, while Y plays hits me a certain way. Yeah. It's very different once you know the story, I'm sure. Once you know who Romeo is. Right, we'd better keep trying to make progress, I guess. And yeah, feel free to share, Brandman. I don't know when I'll get a chance to look, but I'm sure I wouldn't be the only one that would be interested. Right, I think we're heading this way. It's either this way or this is backwards, one or the other. Can't sit around and listen to music all day. I know. Shame you can't just have like shame you can't just select what song's playing in the background as you're walking around. Right, are we about to find Sophia? I'm guessing that she's going to be... Oh, yes and no she's not. I was going to say, I'm guessing she's going to be mutated. Actually, maybe she is. Yep, she is, poor thing. Now, we were warned that her mind isn't in there, weren't we?
Save me.
Oh, God.
It hurts so much.
Look at all the
I want
butterflies.
to be free. Please.
What do we do? I don't know. I can't make this choice. I think she wants to live, but
But wait, she specifically told us that she didn't want to live.
what will you do? You have to decide. You, not me. Keep her alive, perhaps against her wishes, or give her peace. It's your call.
She wanted peace, and under these very unusual circumstances, I don't think it's an unreasonable request. I don't think we should force her to live out the rest of her life in constant pain as an experiment under the alchemist's control. I don't think that's... I don't think these are unreasonable circumstances under which to grant such a request.
Thank you.
Poor thing. She deserved better, though.
I was trapped for so long. So much torment. So much pain. Take my ergo. I will be with you to the very end.
What does the very end mean, though? Will you actually be surviving in my body? Like, is the very end in 100 years' time, or until Simon's defeated? From a game mechanics point of view, I suppose being with you is her excuse for why time is still being rewound. And why the stargazers still work. Time to find out how much you lied. I didn't lie. I lied once because it was forced. Our hair's changed colour. Shadow flower. Blimey. My blue fairy. So where were all the other butterflies coming from? Were they all people, individuals like her? Your hair won't change if you don't lie enough and listen to enough music. Yeah, I listened to plenty of music. I did not lie, though. The only lie I told was to get into Hotel Crap because it was forced. I deliberately never lied other than that. In this 1 minute, you've aged a lifetime. Is that why the hair's changed its colour? Would I have aged more if I had been dishonest?
We did do the right thing, didn't we?
You're supposed to lie because it makes you human.
Let's keep going.
I don't think we should be... I don't think we should be holding lying on a pedestal here. Exactly, and I chose not to lie. Surely, if anything, it's the choice that makes you human. I mean, it is a human trait, but it's not an exclusively human trait. Animals lie all the time. Hold on. We'll come back here. Or will we? Will I keep going? We're going to find another stargazer before whatever's next, aren't we? I was just thinking I want to go back and play that record we just gained. Lying makes you a good boy, a good puppet. Yeah, I don't know about that. I deliberately avoided it. He's trying to become human. Rule 3, a puppet cannot lie. These guys are quite tanky. Some of them are, yeah. Right, let's head back to Hotel Krat to listen to that record. I don't know. I don't think we were programmed with the Grand Covenant, were we? I think first we were custom built by Geppetto himself, so he could have done whatever he wanted. And two, we were possibly built too early for that anyway. Not lying makes you a good puppet. I meant to type. Oh, Shadowflower is playing. So will this continue to make me more human? Or is it too late for that? Yes? Sorry, no spoilers. Fair enough. I mean, even the records make your heart pounds. It's for the ending, I think. Hey Alexei, lovely to see you. I'm surviving, thank you for asking. How are you? The ending falls in your hands regardless. Can you see my Ergo tag on Discord? My Discord name tag is an Ergo stamp for being a member of the Lies of P Discord. Oh, I didn't know that. I must admit, I haven't checked, but why don't I check now? I'm okay, just checking in. Thank you. I appreciate that. Just looking for a post by Brandman somewhere. Oh yeah, Ergo, I see. Regardless of whether you've been a boy or a puppet. I see. Oh wait, I haven't shut down the PlayStation, have I? Hold on, let me do that very quickly while this beautiful piece plays. I'm a Liza P legend. Wow. I can see why you like Shadowflower. Feel warmth. Can I play the piano yet? No. How many times you reach a New Game Plus cap, Brandman? Wait, there's a New Game Plus cap? I have heard that playing New Game Plus you get additional content. Like I think you can actually understand the bosses or something instead of them making strange noises that you can't understand. Is that right? Yes. That must hit very different. Archie Abbey upper part inside. I can't help but notice that this opens up from the other side. Can't see how we get there though. I think New Game Plus 4 is the farthest I got. I have like 9 playthroughs total. Half New Game Plus and half new games. Also, if you squint your eyes, you can kind of make out what they're saying without going to New Game Plus. Interesting. So you're saying whatever alphabet they've used, or I suppose I mean typeface, whatever typeface they've used is similar enough in weight to the Roman alphabet that you can work it out with your eyes squinted. Interesting. Oh, hello there. That is quite the mustache. So what are we even doing now? Are we going... We seem to have achieved our main objective already. Are we going to see Simon? Is that the plan? It's a bit squiggly, but similar, yes. I can't help but notice there seems to be a bit of an easy section, which I'm not complaining about. It's nice to have a bit of variety, you know, a hard section followed by an easy section. I merely note it. It is notable. Goodness me, not their day. Is that the same as that boss I fought? No, because they couldn't, like, create duplicates of themselves. Quartz! Goodness me. That's valuable. Precise, you must stop Simon Menace. He can't keep getting away with this. I'd have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you and your meddling puppet. Oh wait, we never found Geppetto either. Geppetto was taken and then he just fell off the face of the earth. I forgot about that. We're also looking for him. Or were you trying to channel more Jesse Pinkman there than Scooby-Doo? Is that death? That looks like death. I go down there. What are you doing? Last. There we go. I wasn't sure I was going to do that for a second. There we go. Maybe the reason, like the story reason why it's so easy here, I think the gameplay reason is to give the player a bit of a break before presumably another hard section. Maybe the story reason is because they weren't expecting anyone to get this far, so the security's a bit lax. Why is there a hole in a wall which we can't exploit? Is that really just set dressing? Also, I can't help but think we keep getting higher and higher and higher. And yet, there was a shortcut that we never unlocked. Towards the bottom. So unless we're going to descend rather quickly, I'm wondering when and how that shortcut's going to be relevant. Shortcut is further ahead, I think. Do I really have to jump here? Apparently. That's a bit mean. Making the jump mandatory. Who kept doing that and from where? Oh, it must have been you. Oh, is the jump not mandatory? Well then, okay. That could have gone very differently. I'm glad it didn't. You know, with them knocking us back while we're standing on precarious platforms. That whole business. Might be possible to make it over there, but I'm not going to try. Not without a good reason to do it. Oh, is this a shortcut? Does this take us back down? Looks like it. So yeah, we do descend quite quickly. It would seem. I do wonder if we'd been more human if the change when we merged with Sophia would have been greater. What's the easiest way to see if we're human? I have no idea. What other creature is there to test it on? Won't follow you, I'm afraid. It's an interesting question. As in, what creature would take a liking if we was human? Oh, the cat? Is that a thing? Ah, there's the red fox. We've caught up. I will forgo the opportunity for a backstab.
Ciao, Bello.
Hello.
I had a feeling you were no ordinary kid, but I never expected to meet you here. It's a trivial matter. Everything is trivial in this part of the business, reward or no reward. the reason for kidnapping someone or for blocking your path here. But if some audacious behavior helps my brother see again, that's a different story. In all honesty, I don't want to fight. Not you, at any rate.
Ciao, Bello.
For one, it's a damned hassle. And why should I go out of my way to satisfy an employer who didn't pay me enough? It's not too late. We don't have to fight. Just show me some kindness, and I might change my mind.
Well, as with your brother, I see no reason to fight you. Give gold coin fruit.
Thank you. This much? It might even cure him entirely.
We could only hope.
It's not fair, the way I've been harassing you. You're the only one who's ever been kind to us.
Friendship, yay.
I swear on my life as a stalker that your father is safe. My employer promised not to harm him.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust your employer. I don't think you could, as a result, I don't think you can make that promise.
Go on then. Go to him. Geppetto's waiting. I never even introduced myself. I'm Claudia. If only we had been friends from the start. But I suppose it wasn't possible. We were both protecting something, and those things weren't compatible. We didn't fit together. Hurry. Please. Go to your family.
Doesn't mean I assume I'm safe here. Oh, another shortcut. Oh no, that's where Geppetto is. What's through that door then? Alright. I'm debating the order to do things in. Okay, I'll free him. I hope I don't regret doing it in this order or not the other order. Hello there, Papa.
It saddens me to see my precious son in a place like this. I wanted you to grow up as a good boy in a
Him
peaceful
free.
world. And yet, I think all I've taught you is blood and violence. This will be the last time I ask. I promise. Simon has gone completely mad. He's trying to become a god by using a tremendous amount of ergo.
Audacious?
I don't know what kind of world he wants to build. Perhaps there's no stopping him. I trust you, my son. And I'm ready.
Any outcome, such as that I fail?
But I don't know what you think of me.
Well, I have to say, up to this point, I'm not overly impressed, and I feel like there's a few questions I wouldn't mind answers to.
Speak truthfully. For my sake. Was I a trustworthy father to you?
As far as I recall, to me specifically, yes. But to pretty much everyone else around you, no?
I see. I have the courage to carry on because of you.
I mean, you're still responsible, as far as I can tell, for the slaughter of thousands of innocent people. But in fairness... Well, it's not quite in fairness. In answer to your specific question, I don't think you ever betrayed me specifically.
Put an end to it all. And come back to your father's side. Remember the happy family we once were. We can become that again.
Well, that's kind of difficult, because aside from you and myself, everyone else is dead. Simon Manus did not want any interruptions in completing his grand enterprise.
Put an end to it all, son.
We will be having words in future, assuming I don't die. I couldn't have gone this way. Simon? I'd like to have a word with you. I warn you, sir, some of those words you may find quite strong. Oh, a ladder that I can't reach yet. Hang on. Ooh. No. And that's the last they ever saw or heard of him. After all that, he got greedy for some loot and fell to his death. Thank you, Sophia. What? That looked like I made it. If indeed. Oh, I was going to check whether that item I bought from the test subject was an improvement over what I currently had, wasn't I? Assassin's Amulet, tell me more. Does that improve backstabs or something? Increases critical attack. This amulet can be dum-de-dum. They believe the reputation they earned from working behind the scenes in the underworld will be eternal. However, fame is useless before the gallows. Sounds like it. Or something similar anyway. Hurrah! Hurrah indeed. Yeah, I think it was one of these cartridges that I picked up, and none of them seem better than the one I currently have equipped. Let us continue. Ow! Stop that. I didn't do a particularly good job there, but we survived. And got a star fragment for our troubles. Ow. Deary me. How do I get the thing? There's the thing. Excuse me? You nearly had me there, sir. That was a good ambush. Leaping amulet +1. Does that mean I can jump farther? Oh, it probably just makes my jump attacks better. Oh, increases max stamina. Would not have guessed that from the name. So here's a question. When I face Simon, is he going to be technically classed as human or a corpse creature? Because that's going to determine what amulet and grindstone I want to use. Oh, looks like we've reached the top, or very close to. Very close to, I think. Given that the weather's cleared up since we defeated Laxasia, the Complete, I imagine Simon's well aware that we're on our way. Ow. Star fragment. Very nice. Oh, I mean, if it's right here, I may as well rest here and get my stuff back.
Did you feel that? It's like someone walked across my grave. I sense ergo everywhere. I mean, this place is saturated with it. Like what you'd expect from a mountain of dead puppets.
But the ergo's ultimately pulled from people, isn't it? So why puppets specifically? Oh well, this should be interesting. I do have a quartz left, don't I, that I haven't spent yet. Do you mind? Put me down. Stop that. You just stole my ergo. Is there an invisible wall there that's there for you but not for me? You really don't want to go off the edge, do you? You don't seem too well, sir. There we go. And I got a quartz for my trouble, and that means they don't respawn. And I don't know whether I got the ergo that they took from me back, but I got more ergo back than I lost. I don't know. Doing fairly well in a fight like that and then just falling off an edge. I wish there was some sort of parkour assist in this game. It's not that I've got anything against parkour games, it's just that isn't this. This isn't a parkour game. So why make it so easy to fall off edges? Thank you, Sophia, for keeping that safe for us. Though he famously sailed for the Spanish crown, this renowned explorer's origins lay in another European country. What was his nationality? I don't know. That's very interesting. Is that going to be Columbus by any chance? Christopher Columbus, the Genoese mariner who completed 4 voyages across the Atlantic Ocean, was Italian. Well, he was from Genoa, surely. I don't think there was a united Italy back then. I mean, there were various Italian states, but correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think that he or anyone at the time would have considered themselves Italian in a national sense. It's possible the word, in fact, yeah, they probably did have the word Italian. But that would have been more of a regional mark, like saying you're a regional delimiter, like saying you're European. Okay. No goofing. I've heard his actual name was Cristoforo Colombo, but don't know if that's true. Yeah, I'm afraid I wouldn't know. Yay. Oh, what Souls-like would people like to see me do next? I imagine that in general people want to see me keep doing Souls-likes. Christopher Colombo. Oh, that's one of the same... That's a test subject, isn't it? They're not a guard, they're a test subject like the one we freed. Oh... Mognafoco Gomos. Is that supposed to be a play on El Magnifico Games? Yeah, these fellas are all test subjects. All of them. Including the ones with the magnificent moustaches. Hello. Is the hand reaching up supposed to represent the ascend, the evolve, ascend, whatever else they say? If so, what are the twigs pointing towards it? So said Pistrus III. I, Adriana, recorded for the brothers and sisters, praise Pistrus, the one who will swallow even God. Listen, my brothers and sisters, I, Pistrus, shall tell you about true eternal life. An angel's gift was something humans dare not enjoy. Many humans died with hope in their hearts, and the ones who lived harboured rage instead of death. Eventually humans destroyed and burned that hope on their own. That's how the angel became the god torn to death. I'm not following this. I don't understand what that means. That is how the angel became the god torn to death. But today there are definitely those who survived with the blessing. They, the immortal ones, still walk around and wish for the resurrection of God. I clearly told the truth I witnessed. Now you shall all follow this path. Mighty and of God. Together we will devour the very gods. Wait, is this going to turn... I know there was that talk about the one-winged angel that showed up at the... at that church a long time ago. Or did they found the church there after the angel appeared? One or the other. Does that mean that they're going to say, oh, the petrification disease was a gift? Or some such. Simon Manus' confession. A father is like God to his son. Excuse me? Even I, Simon, was no different in my youth. But the one who created me was no normal human, and my abilities were extraordinary. You're a failure too, the ability to read minds. Being abandoned in front of God meant the world's destruction. From then on, my life existed to make a world without lies. A world where no one betrays you, and there's only truth, even if it's forced. Yes. This is, again, the writing, not fairly well-worn tropes. They show a completely irredeemable villain, and then they try to make out that. Then they have the villain describe a future where the individual terms sound like good things, but when you put them together, or the way in which they intend to achieve it, seem absolutely horrific. We'll cure the world of all lying by killing all humans, or some such. Now the finale is here. Once the door is open, it can't be closed. For humankind, I, Simon, gave up being human and decided to walk the path of immortality and the truth. My body will be broken or reformed as the god that was torn apart. I leave this record in my last moments as a human, Simon Pistis Manus. Right, is this the final boss? Because I thought there was another chapter. I thought there was supposed to be 12 chapters in total, and I'm only on chapter 11. Anyway, we've got some leveling to do before the Porgan has some leveling to do before we head to the final boss fight. But it is a gift to transcend. That's why I'd gladly let Lord Riker devour my flesh, so together we can devour the gods. I see. Well, each to their own, I suppose. Right, how many quarters do I have? Is it 2? 2. What am I even going to do with that? I could grab any 2 upgrade. Retain guard regain upon pulse cell use. Retains a certain amount of guard regen when receiving damage. Neither of those sound all that brilliant. Increase staggerable window. Oh, that sounds good. We'll go with that. Oh, and I can use higher level things in the slot now. Very nice. Enhanced stagger attack from behind, increased Fable Arts effects. What, if anything, do I want to purchase? Do you know what? We'll just go with whatever looks good here. I guess you did join the Serpent King's family, so how is that going? Fable when reviving. Oh, weapon durability, recovery speed, why not? Consumable effect duration. None of these seem particularly great. Increases destruction damage to enemies when a perfect guard is successful. I don't know how much perfect guard I'm going to be doing though. Reduces the amount of enemies' natural HP recovery when attacking them with a weapon. Yes, that sounds good. I'm happy with that. I guess we level, like a character level, and then we go to the boss. Can't imagine what else we'd do. More vigor, please. Arcane Abbey, Cradle of the Gods. I am confused because I swear I was told there would be 12 chapters, like there are 12 hours on a clock. And yet we seem to only be at the end of chapter 11 and we're fighting what I can only assume is the final boss. Well, wish me luck. Is there a bird bath around here? Yes. Right, so usual rules apply. I'll try it 3 times on my own. Hang on, I need to think about loadout. I'm gonna guess he's gonna be a corpse. Technically. Or at least he may have multiple phases. He may oh blimey. It's a karate raid. Thank you, that's very kind. I'm blessed. So welcome in everybody, I'm Robert and this is the El Magnifico Games channel. On this channel we play games that require you to think, and we play more actiony games, we play old games and we play new games. If you like these sort of cozy streams, I'm usually live Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays from 6 o'clock UK time, and currently we are playing Lies of P, which is a Souls-like. A rather good Souls-like, in my opinion. How was your stream? How did it go? What was I thinking? Yeah, so I'll make 3 attempts against the boss without a summon, and then if I keep failing, I will start summoning. I wouldn't be surprised if phase 1 he's human, phase 2 he's not, or something. He seems rather transformed already, to be honest. He's not the final boss, is he? I wonder who is. I am quite a ways in. Oh, he lost an arm, blimey. Did he have an arm missing to begin with?
This is Ergo.
And he's gone blind in one eye.
Is it not magnificent? Distilled immortality and a key that opens a world with no lies. A key that
I think Ergo hasn't been too kind to him.
Evolution.
Missing arm
Give
and
thanks.
Bonesy sticking out the other.
Ergo is a gift from me, Simon Marnus, who will transgress even God. Bow down.
Ego has been the most kind to him.
Who will be born now.
Large hump? You just failed to appreciate the gift of evolution. I'm doing a bad job here, but he's still not, like... There must be multiple phases. There has to be, I don't believe. This is... I'm playing awfully and I'm still, you know, holding my own. Arm of God. They said about the Arm of God awakening, didn't they? And now he's got one arm. Coincidence? I suspect not. Ow. Very good. Spare arms, I guess. This is the next stage of evolution. He's got more arms tucked away in his pockets. It could well be. I did notice he seemed to have stuff sticking out the sides of him.
This is evolution.
It absolutely isn't.
Behold, as I discard this fragile body. Witness
Why are we not hitting him right now?
as I grasp the power of a true god.
This is like Dragon Ball Z, just giving the enemy as much time as they need to transform. Oh, is that another body? You don't want to evolve, El Magnifico? Well then. Oh, it's not another body, he's just got like a normal sized arm as well. Hit the B button if you don't want to evolve. It'll stop your evolution for one level. Oh, as in Pokemon. For a moment I was wondering if you were serious, if like they actually had made it a mechanic that if you skip the cutscene you can interrupt what's happening. But not otherwise. So what was that big hand? Because we know it's not actually God. Is that a result of his imagination? Has he got so much ergo now his imagination can become physical? Wow, that was unpleasant. I'm running perilously low on healing items now. You may get me off of that. Just pure attrition. Wait, what? That was a weird interaction. Right, that's my last healing item. Oh, come on. I'd thought the arm have got to be a metaphor. Then got to this point and it's actual arms. Oh, I'm annoyed about that. Almost. Oh, but you did so well.
Show me everything you have. Offer it up to Menho.
Oh, that did a lot of damage. There we go, next phase. Wait, what? That was weird. You're doing great. Well, for a while I was. Let's try it again.
Show me everything you have. Offer it up to Menho.
Ow. Ow. Good. Just keep the pressure up. There we go. Next phase. Let me in! Our blue fairy adores you so. Is he not aware what's happened in that regard? Or does he think it's reversible? Ow. Deary me. And I'm down. You cannot understand why she likes you so much. After all, he's done to cage her and exploit her and make her a tree. Yeah, but the way the tense he was using suggests he thought she was still around. And in some ways she is. The Stargazer still works, time's just reversed. Let's have a poll. No, it's a prediction, isn't it, technically? Will Robert defeat Mr. Manus' first attempt with... first attempt now? I'll have to get rid of the Mr. Defeat. Will Robert... I'm trying to cut down words. Will Robert beat boss first try with help? That just barely fits. Do I have room for the? I do not. Oh well. I can... No, I'll keep it with that. Will Robert beat boss first try with help? Yes, no. And you have 1 minute to cast your votes. You never know, if this goes very badly, I might be out before the 1 minute's up.
Show me everything you have. Open up Geppetto.
Wait, I didn't see the fog there. Can I still leave? It looks like it. I believe in you. Club. That's obviously the weapon you get for defeating Mr. Manus here. Can I leave? Oh, I can't leave. I can just see outside. Fair enough. Well, that was a particularly easy phase 1. Ow. The Spectre's not having a great time though. Godlike power. So are you a god or are you godlike? Which is it? That hand coming down like something out of a Monty Python sketch. All that's missing is the big foot that squashes me. Uh-oh. I don't know how I survived that. Fortunately the Spectre didn't. I don't want to jinx it though, but I'm in a pretty good position here. I absolutely could still lose this, but... if there's not a stage 3, I stand a decent chance of doing it now. Yes! Hang in there, Spectre. Oh, goodbye, cute Spectre. Kill the awakened god. I still don't think this is the final boss of the game. 26. Oh, you're still there.
It comes to this. The Blue Fairy, Sophia, decides the winner.
Simon Manus. 26. The 26th boss we've beaten. Simon Manus, awakened god. Yay, congrats. Thank you. I don't know if anyone voted in that prediction, but I should probably sort that out. Yes. 2 people voted, they both said yes. Yes. So unfortunately, you only get your money back. Because no one was willing to bet against.
Truly, I envy you. The puppet, my Sophia, keeps turning back time to save.
So you're aware of the time manipulation?
Is it her sense of duty, or her contempt for me? Or does she truly care for you?
That's odd. No, so Nightbot is trying to fulfill that, but failing? Interesting. I've seen you for over 9 months, so I knew better than to vote against you. Thank you.
I gave up.
I'm not sure I deserve that, but thanks. I'm not very good at games.
But I'd like to hear your thoughts. Sophia, what have you done to her?
I gave her peace.
Yes, I suppose that was her wish. Sophia was always wise beyond her years.
Is that why my hair went grey?
Knowing the truth of people's minds is a curse. I would not have been able to bear it if it weren't for Sophia.
Interesting. You were doing really well just on your own. I was certain you'd win.
Her pure heart was a tonic for my pain. That's why I wanted her. I did. But I couldn't have her in the end. So I tried to use this power to hold her.
Why are you explaining all this
Even
now?
if these hands never could.
I don't understand what your motivation is.
It's fine if I'm gone. But be warned. Watch out for Geppetto.
Watch out for Geppetto. Fallen One Zergo, Arm of God. The Arm of God, obtained after defeating Simon Manus, it's a mysterious relic that the alchemists treated as a sacred object. The alchemists believed that there was once a god who was ripped to shreds trying to give immortal life to the humans he so loved, and they wanted to revive him. However, the god, who was deep in sleep, never answered their prayers. I don't understand that story. There was a god, okay, who was ripped to shreds trying to give immortal life. Okay, so it wasn't deliberate, it was an accident to the humans he loved, and they wanted to revive him. I see. So the god failed in achieving that task. So I freed Geppetto. Am I to understand I need to be wary of him now? Deathbed confession. He's done so much though. Like, why was he just suddenly talking at great length about Sophia in particular?
Now him, he really scared me. A human becoming a god? Terrifying.
Who or what even are you,
But a puppet
Gemini?
becoming a human?
Gemini.
Now you have my attention. Suit yourself, but it sounds fun to me. I wonder, what'll happen now? I sure don't know. But I do know one thing. You're stuck with me, and I'm stuck with you, pal. Wouldn't have it any other way.
I still don't know what you are. You just started talking in my head at one point. Gemini's friend. I literally don't know what he is. Is he in my head? Is he like Ergo that's whispering to me? Or is he actually physically there?
Huh? That's...
Geppetto. The very person we were told to be wary of. May as well level, since we can. He's in the cage on your hip. He's in the lantern. Is he? Interesting. I did not realise this. You were the one that turned up after we defeated Alakino, weren't you? There was a trunk similar to that one, I think. So what did you do? Did you turn up and then immediately try to transfer Romeo's soul into a puppet? Is that what happened there? And then what happened to Leia? To Miss Monad, I should say. Yes, the blue fairy tells you when you pick up the lantern with Gemini. Oh, I see.
I knew you could do it. We have all the ingredients we need. I dreamed of this day for so long. The moment you'd come back to life. You can be human again. By using that vast supply of ergo and the arm of God.
So that's what this is all about. Which 2000s R&B singer is planning a city in Senegal centered around a unique cryptocurrency? Doge Senegal? I have no idea. This is news to me. Little Doge.
I just need the final ingredient. The one that holds your memories and your lifespan. Your heart.
How about no?
If you give me your heart, all these trials and tribulations will be over.
So you set the puppet frenzy in place to bring about the conditions so that you could turn me into a human again?
You have been a brilliant and a good boy. As your reward, I shall turn you into a real boy.
Yeah, I'm not even sure you could do that if you wanted to. I'm not convinced you know what you're doing as much as you claim you do.
Give me your heart, son.
He just wants your love. No!
I believed you were a good boy. But you insist on breaking my heart. Well, I suppose Carlo was mischievous. It seems you inherited his personality instead of his memories. But a father always looks after his children. Even naughty ones that must be punished. Like you.
Oh, yes? You broke his heart. I don't think giving him our heart was a good idea whatsoever. I don't trust him at all.
In my own way, I grew to love you. After all, you're the puppet who would bring my son back to life.
The puppet.
I'm
I know.
disappointed in
He doesn't seem to realise that we are him. The way he says
I
puppet.
didn't mean for this to happen. I believed you were a good boy. If you refuse,
Conveys love.
then I'll have to retrieve it myself.
Is this the final boss?
My son.
Oh, blimey. What happened to the legs? So is this what happened to our body?
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son.
This is too easy. Something's wrong.
Like the other puppets, because of Carlo's memories within you.
Did he say he didn't bind us to the Grand Covenant?
I knew you'd gone astray. Troublesome little puppet. Freedom is not for you, but for Carlo. No father.
Come on!
Sword.
Yes.
But there's no other way.
We've still not reached a chapter 12 though. This isn't it, is it? I love fights like these with Geppetto talking smack in the back. The puppet strings. That is not a human body. Hey Jenny, lovely to see you. He trash talks you the entire time. Best dad ever.
You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Ow. My loadout's all wrong for this fight. Strange time for Eugenie to turn up and introduce herself. I don't think I'm gonna win this. Not first time anyway. Oh, Mealy, lovely to see you. How are you? I've been telling everyone about the D&D next Friday. Do you mind? That's my last healing item. Ow. And I'm down. How are you, Mealy? This guy shouldn't take you more than 3 tries. Well, I'm not allowed to summon this time, am I? No, I don't see a way to summon. What was I thinking? Just give another shout out to the Cosmic Bonfire channel, because that's where we're planning to stream some D&D next Friday. So if you haven't followed yet and you're interested in that, please do consider doing so. Right, Grindstone. I want the electric one, and we're going to need the Puppet Destroyer amulet. No. Puppet Destroyer's Amulet, that's the one. Alright, let's try this again, shall we?
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. I never found the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memory within you.
Right, so that confirms it. We weren't bound to the Grand Covenant as I suspected, but didn't know for certain.
I know you had gone astray. Troublesome little puppet. Your freedom is not for you, but Carlo.
So this is basically Geppetto's best combat puppet that he could build. This is like him putting his entire life's experience into building what he believes to be the ultimate in combat puppet technology.
I'll make you everything myself. How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Because I don't think this individual's anything like as dangerous as Alakino was. Which raises the question, who built Alakino? Maybe Alakino did. Maybe Alakino's original body was like any other puppet and then he modified himself. If that's possible. Oh my goodness. Why did that not protect me? I have the Argus up. And I'm down again.
Bring you back.
Let's try this again.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memory within you.
Some interesting music. I heard the electronic sounds in the distance. In the background.
Some little puppet. Your freedom is not for you, but Carlo. How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Yes, that's what we like to see. Timed that. Yes. Ow. No! Last stealing item. Oh! And I'm down. I'm really struggling to take them below half health from the second phase. I don't even think I performed particularly poorly that time round. In many ways, I think that was a good attempt. I don't have a summon this time to bail me out.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. I never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you.
Interesting you seem so convinced that I contain Carlo's memories specifically, because earlier on you said you got his personality but not his memories.
Your freedom is not for you. Carlo.
He's difficult. So it would seem.
How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Ah. Why did the Argus not protect me there? Disappointing. Last healing item. Oh, I got a healing item back for that, that's nice. Misjudged it. No, I thought I got the parry there. I thought that was game. Thought that was game in my favour. That's the closest we've had yet. Hopefully it wasn't an aberration. Hopefully I'll be able to repeat it.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. Bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you.
Not going well, is it?
I know you've gone astray. Troublesome little puppet. Your freedom is not for you, but Carlo. To resort to the lash, but there's no other way. If you can't find me, I'll make you into a real human myself.
Almost, you're getting there. I believe in you.
You're just a puppet, nothing more.
Aww. Oh look, you can see the heart. It's exposed. Ow. Blast.
I will help you as much as I can. Please, save the cross.
No! They were literally one hit away from death.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you.
Hang on. Doesn't that imply this puppet is bound to the Grand Covenant? In which case, why can they hurt me? Because I thought we established that I was becoming human.
Troublesome little puppet.
Perhaps not human enough.
Your freedom is not for you, but Carlo. No father wants to resort to the lash, but there's no other way. How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Are these whispers supposed to be us remembering Carlo's original memories? Like when he met Eugenie for the first time, assuming he did. Oh my goodness. Cheated me out of a critical as well. Blast.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. I never found the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you. Gone astray. You troublesome little puppet.
Did you just hail? Don't like that. Also, odd that you haven't done it before this point, if you could.
No father wants to resort to violence, but there's no other way.
That was interesting. Can I just keep slashing them for the whole stagger period if
How dare you?
I don't actually trigger the
Nothing more.
The visceral. For a little bit. Excuse me, I was attacking you. Wait, is the puppet the one saying these things? Is that why where its mouth should be is moving? Blast! I interpret it as our character remembering those things he's grown close to, having built meaningful human connections. I believe a puppet can build human connections? Close, close. Oh, you believe a puppet can build human connections? What was I thinking? I do note that the whole, like, one of the theses of this game, which I don't really agree with, is that lying is uniquely human and therefore what puts us above more simple life forms, like puppets, if they can be considered life forms. And yet, Simon's idea of evolving humanity was to remove their capacity to lie, it would seem. Which, according to the game's own thesis, wouldn't be an assumption.
Your freedom is not for you, but for no father wants to resort.
Dude married his puppet wife, and Polendina fell in love with Lady Antonia. Oh, and Pulcinella has been looking after Vanini.
How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Gah.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. I never bound you to the grand puppets of the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you.
How are those two facts related anyway? Because plenty of puppets have awakened
I knew you had gone astray.
that were bound to the Grand Covenant.
Troublesome little puppet. Your freedom is not for you, but for Carlo. No father wants to resort to the lash, but there's no other way. If you can't find those memories, I'll make you into a real human myself.
Can't find those memories. Interesting.
After I lost you, my life was nothing but regret.
I think that was more effective than actually going for the visceral.
Spend more time with you.
Ergo has something to do with it, I think. Ergo's human life maybe contains human souls. Yeah, but so that's equally true of all the puppets that were bound to the Grand Covenant, and many of them managed to defy the Grand Covenant after they awakened. So I don't see why he said, oh, because you had Carlo's memories, I didn't bind you to the Grand Covenant. That seems like a non sequitur. No! Oh, I was just about to... I just got the heavy hit at the same moment that it wore off. Yes? Come on, that's got to be it. Yes! I just went berserk at the end because I knew I had to get those last few hits in. This doesn't look good. Hang on, that's not the victory I worked towards. Oh, here we go. Oh, because he didn't want the heart destroyed. But I thought the puppet strings were indicating that you were controlling him all along.
Going to destroy Carlos' heart.
You broke the strings, I see, so it was fighting autonomously. And now I have their heart. And now the heart is destroyed. Oh, brilliant time for ads to come in. Oh dear.
Sorry.
But sorry for what precisely? There. Interesting that we don't seem to be taking this particularly well. I mean, the puppet didn't have much experience. Many experiences with Geppetto would suggest our memories are coming back. Oh, thank you. Oh, Art Dad! Lovely to see you. Hope you're well. 3 consecutive English kings, Henry the 4th, 5th and 6th, all belong to the same royal dynasty. What was its name? I should know that, but off the top of my head I don't. That was fairly early though, wasn't it? Oh, Sophia. That looks like a puppet body. Why would there be a Sophia puppet prepared? And why have we collapsed? That raises far more questions than it answers.
It's so good to see you.
Oh, it's the House of Lancaster, that makes sense. Reached the ending. Blimey. In honour of the great writer Carlo Collodi, which I'm probably mispronouncing. Goodness me, what a game. So, I suppose I should give my usual review that I usually give at the end of a playthrough of a game. This was very good. I have to say, overall, I think this was... I think this did a lot more right than it did wrong. I was expecting just any old Souls-like, admittedly, not from FromSoft, but still. Like Dark Souls 1, for example, but this game was actually a bit... It had a bit more substance to it than that. I still think the writing was kind of bad, because of how heavily they relied on tropes. You know, the way they portrayed villains and good people and so on. Not a lot of grey morality. You know, you want to make someone look evil, well, they hurt children, that type of thing. Like when we're at the orphanage that had been attacked. But if you can look past that, I think there are some very interesting ideas. Honestly, it felt almost like the world building was excellent, and then the writing wasn't very good, if you see what I mean. The implementation on top of the world building left something to be desired. But the world itself, very interesting, very fun to discover. I think the way they revealed things tended to be good. Breadcrumbing it, bit by bit. Fair assessment, I can understand that. I kind of feel really glad I went into the DLC when I did, because I think that made it even better in terms of like the reveal of the story, because I didn't know until I didn't suspect. Okay, I probably suspected I might be Carlo fairly early on, but I didn't like really think, no, I probably am Carlo until towards the end of the DLC, which was after I had done most of the main game, and it wasn't until the very end of the DLC that it was actually confirmed. Oh, sorry. I will be careful about what I say about the DLC then. But yeah, the path I took going to the DLC when I did, I think just made it better. No, that's fine. I will talk about the DLC a bit, but I will try to avoid spoilers. The music is excellent. The art is excellent. I mean, not just the models and the animations, but also things like how they use colours were very good. There was a tendency towards some sections of the game being a very generic grey or a very just being a very ubiquitous grey or brown colour. But where they did use colours, they used them to great effect. A lot of the environments I really liked. Several of the places we went to, I thought, wow, I would really like... I mean, obviously, this is incredibly extravagant, but I would really like to exist in a space like that. Just like the furniture, the way it was constructed, it was just beautiful. And the art, the fine art, wonderful. So, world building, strong. The graphics were very well done, not just technically good, but also just artistically good. Music was very good. The base combat was also fairly good. I don't think it was quite as good as Dark Souls combat, but it was different enough that it made it a lot more fresh. So having come from playing a load of FromSoft titles straight into this, I think I enjoyed it a lot more than I would have enjoyed just playing another From Software game from the combat perspective. No, you don't need to leave. I will be careful about what I say. What was I thinking? Yeah. I think, even though I don't think the combat was quite as good as Dark Souls combat, I do think I enjoyed playing this more than I would have enjoyed playing another FromSoft game, because I've played so many of those up to this point. And I do think the combat was good. Still not sold on weapon durability, but there it is. I'm more sold on weapon durability as weapon durability going down as a result of status effects like the acid than I am having it just constantly tick down. What else? I do. So I've talked about a lot of the things it did well. What do I think it didn't do so well? Difficulty. I think it's good that they gave you the option in most cases to summon someone to help you, because it acted as a sort of difficulty. You could choose how difficult you wanted the game to be. They also had difficulty settings themselves that you could also change. Both things I'm big fans of. But this is I won't say anything you probably don't already know if you've already been to the DLC, but I do think there was a difficulty cliff as soon as you went to the DLC, and I thought that was really, really bad. I thought the way the game just suddenly went from being like, oh, this is what I'm comfortable with, to this is borderline unplayable. That wasn't good. Two of the DLC bosses were ridiculous. I won't reveal who they are, but I actually resorted to putting the game difficulty down to defeat them. Again, not a fan of that. If I had been able to play the game up to this point on a certain difficulty, I don't like the fact that to be able to progress at a reasonable rate, and to be clear, I'm talking about, you know, bosses that I would have been fighting for multiple streams, not just one I got up to and then I got impatient. Like, you know, I tried. I'd put quite a few hours into these bosses and eventually had to put the difficulty down to beat them. Not a fan of that. Not at all. That's why they added the settings when the DLC came out. Yeah, but my complaint is that the difficulty should be consistent. If you've played through the game on, I've forgotten what the difficulties are actually called, but if you've played through the game on medium the whole time, you shouldn't suddenly have to put the difficulty down to easy for one boss. And similarly, if you've played the whole game through on hard, you shouldn't suddenly have to put the difficulty down to medium or easy to beat them. I would rather they put a very hard setting in and just said, oh, this is for really experienced players. Don't do this for your first playthrough. Than you have these sudden difficulty spikes. That's just bad design in my opinion. From what I saw, you're very skilled, so now I'm dreading those bosses. Another thing they did in the DLC, again, you've probably already come across this. If not, I hope you don't mind, because I don't think it's a huge spoiler, is in particular in the DLC, they liked denying you summons in the way that they did in that final fight. And I didn't like that at all. I felt like they had a good formula where they say, look, if you want it to be easier...
I have a final report on the Krot experiment.
I'll carry on after this.
I think we have a new brother. A new type of humanity, so to speak.
There are many forms of eternal life.
It's intriguing and worth further observation.
Noted. And we'll have to get his arm back anyway.
I'm counting on it. Expect another report at the next meeting. Paracelsus returning.
Is this hinting at a sequel?
And when I return, I will find her. For sure. Another key of ours. Dorothy.
Yeah, this is definitely hinting at another game, isn't it? Yes, they made the DLC more tanky than they should be, but and yes, they are making one. Giangio, I thought we were friends. I beat in the main game, I knew this. If you start the next playthrough, you won't be able to continue the current playthrough. You can also start the next playthrough from the Hotel Stargazer. Do you want to continue? Start new playthrough, return to the hotel. I'll return to the hotel for now. What was I thinking? Yeah, so I was talking about, I think the difficulty spikes are ridiculous. Going to the DLC and suddenly having the game be so hard it's almost unplayable, not a fan of. Having those bosses that required me to put the difficulty down, not a fan of. Boss rematch. Interesting. Having that is a good idea. That was it. It was summons I was talking about, just randomly, and it did feel random. There wasn't any rhyme or reason to it. Just suddenly you would go up to a particular boss, and there would be no summon. Again, very frustrating, because I thought that was a really, really good mechanic to help players adjust the difficulty to where they felt comfortable, and in an organic way, unlike going through the menu, which felt very artificial. Like, this was actually like built into the world. It was a very slick way to do it. I did like it. So why on earth did they just decide, oh, randomly, this one boss? Yeah, you can't have a summon. final boss fight, not a fan of either, because I worked out fairly quickly, well I say fairly quickly, after a few attempts, that the final boss fight was just one massive parry check. That's all it was. It was an incredibly reactive fight. You could not put that boss on the back foot. Your only option was to just parry them consistently. Like, yes, occasionally you could get additional hits in, but you couldn't fight proactively. It was a completely reactive fight. And the reason why I think that's particularly bad is because what about players that can't parry? You know, that have trouble with that mechanic because it requires too much of their reactions. I myself find reacting difficult. Like, I have slow reactions, and I only managed to get to the point where I could parry effectively going through the DLC. If I hadn't gone to the DLC and been through that experience, I don't think I would have beaten the main boss fight. And you might say, yeah, well, that pushed you to get better then. That's a good thing. You know, the DLC forced you to improve, and then you're able to bring that back to the main game. Well, yeah, kind of. But the other reason is because I found parrying with the katana much easier than the game's main parry mechanic. If I hadn't been using the katana, I don't think I could have parried effectively. Yeah, I cannot parry. Yeah, I know, exactly. I think a lot of players wouldn't be able to parry, and I think there's going to be a lot of people that want to play this game and who would really enjoy the game for its beautiful art, its beautiful music, and its excellent world building, but who simply would lack the motor skills to do it, and it's an accessibility problem. Admittedly, I didn't try the final boss fight on the lowest difficulty. Maybe then you could have got away with it, but I doubt it. I didn't find the difficulty set. The difficulty setting certainly changed boss fights from fights that I couldn't do to ones I could do, but they didn't they weren't as impactful as I expected them to be. Like a boss fight that you're struggling with on the hardest difficulty, yeah, you'll do it on the easiest, but you still have to try hard. You're not gonna just walk right through it. I didn't parry him and beat him. I didn't parry him once. Oh wow, well done, Art Dad. Maybe I'm wrong then. Maybe I'm absolutely wrong. That's really interesting. I genuinely wonder how you did it then, because I found parrying was the only way that I could like get my DPS higher than his DPS, if you will. It's not just DPS, it's also depth of our health pools. Our respective health pools, like my health plus all my healing items against his health and all his healing items. How'd you do it? Asking for a friend. Because even when I was rolling away, I wasn't consistently getting away without any hits, and sometimes I wouldn't have the stamina. So, and the summons not being there makes sense when you recall the bosses that didn't have them. It matched base game. How? If you could answer without spoiling. I think there was a tendency for the ones not to have the summons to be human, not corpses and not puppets. Because NPCs didn't have summons, right, so that's how they technically define it. But, again, without spoiling it, that's not entirely true though, is it? There's at least one boss where, again, I don't want to spoil it, they've been a bit cheeky in that regard. Did Bait Cat, White Lady, Red Fox. Oh, sorry, Batcat. And also, what about the fight against the... Oh, what were they called? The Black Hand Gang, or whatever they were called? Black Rabbit Gang? Something like that. They they definitely had a summon, and I wasn't aware that they were anything other than NPCs. Okay, see you in a minute, Art Dad. Yeah, but even if that's true, even if there's like an in-game reason they give for why there's summons in some cases and not summons in others, well, they could change it. They designed the game. They could just come up with a different explanation. From a game mechanics point of view, that was bad in my opinion. They should have just given the summon was a brilliant idea. They should have just used it ubiquitously. Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Ah. Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying be right back. I did like the type system in this game. I haven't actually checked how much more damage you do when you match type against the enemy, but it felt like I could have easily been doing double damage. It felt like a lot, and I liked that. I liked the fact that it rewarded you intellectually for figuring out how to fight smarter, not harder. That was nice, in my opinion. And having only 3 damage types also simplified that a lot, well, and physical. 3 elemental types, I suppose I should say. Not that I would have been against having more, just, you know, that was a very... Given that this was a new mechanic, largely, that was nice. That was a... that was very well done. The leveling system in this game was a bit confusing, because you have character levels, which work like they do in Dark Souls and other similar games. Then you had the Porgun, which had a very complex leveling system, whereby... I'm about to show you, because the thing's just over here. So, you level up, and then you have to pick somewhere with an empty slot. I can't do that right now because I don't have any quartz. Oh no, I can. I can show you. And then you pick from a bunch of, like, perks, I guess. It's like a perk list. You pick one of those, and there's 4 tabs, and each one uses up a quartz. Already that's kind of confusing. Like, I'm spending this quartz currency to get perks, but then you have to spend it on one of these nodes. The nodes has 2 slots, and when you... In this case, they can have up to 4. And when you complete those, you get another perk. So now you've got, like, 2 different... Not quite tiers of perks, but perk systems that uses the same commodity in tandem. Already, that's a bit complicated. I mean, I understand it, but it took me a while to get my head around that, especially since I don't think it was explained very well. And then later on, you gain the ability to spend quartz to, like, instead of using that system, using a separate system to improve perks that you already have. And that's on top of character levels. And then, of course, you have things like upgrading weapons, and then you can swap out weapon parts. You can change the handles around relative to the business end of the weapon. You know, if it's a mace, then it'll be a mace head. If it's a sword, it'll be a sword, sword blade, etc. Again, it's not that there's anything wrong with this. It's not that the system doesn't work. It just felt overly complicated. Oh, and then you also had... Yeah, and then you also had... There's more to this than that, isn't there? Because you also had cube wish stones, which I never used. I still don't understand them. You had the grindstones, which you could also swap out as you acquired them. And you had the Legion arm, which could also be upgraded and swapped out. There was a lot to keep track of, and a lot of, like, separate leveling systems. Like, you can... the leveling systems tended to be a bit complicated, and they were separate. Yeah, because you could upgrade, you could change the handle, couldn't you, using cranks to make them better fit your build. But then you could also upgrade the blade or the mace head, etc. It was worse on release. They corrected a few things due to backlash. So, in summary, the leveling system was overly convoluted. It's not that it was bad, it's not that I didn't enjoy using it, but it took longer for me to get my head around it than I would like. At the very least, I think they should have explained it better. I can see a lot of people bouncing off of the game just for that, or worse, not understanding it, therefore not engaging with it, like I didn't engage with the Wish Stones, because I just couldn't be bothered to figure it out, and then doing badly at the game as a result, and then giving up on the game. Oh, is that what happened? Stuff was so bad at launch. So yeah, leveling was overly convoluted. Combat was really good, but the difficulty was bad, and they made some weird, inconsistent choices with boss fights. Not a fan of that. I did notice when I actually went back from the DLC to the base game, I also found the lowering of difficulty of the normal enemies annoying, because I had gotten used to having a smaller number of tougher enemies that actually required skill to beat, and to what was basically Zerg Swarm. That I was just being attacked by loads and loads of enemies where there wasn't much skill in defeating them, it's just there was so many of them. I wish they had just taken the DLC philosophy throughout. Whether or not they made them hard or not, I think fewer enemies that take more skill to beat is better than lots and lots of weak enemies. But that's the combat side of things. World building excellent, writing awful, maybe awful slightly harsh, writing bad definitely, even though the world building was great. Music excellent, graphics excellent. Very glad I played this game. This is a game I'm gonna remember. This was I'm even debating whether I should come back to it at some point and do another playthrough, which I haven't really contemplated with any of the Dark Souls games or any of the other From Souls games, aside from the fact that I've done some Dark Souls 1 speedruns very, very slowly. That says a lot, actually, doesn't it? That I would be more keen to replay this than I would be to replay, say, Dark Souls 2 or 3, or even Elden Ring, really. The Wish Stone is like physique in Elden Ring. I wish I had known that, because that could have been very useful. Yeah, they got backlash and they knew they had to make some changes. I think they did the changes within the first week of release. Do you know what that suggests to me? I could be wrong. That suggests, if you're talking about like major gameplay mechanics, like changing how leveling works, that suggests to me that they didn't properly prototype the game before release. That perhaps they had lots of people with different ideas about what the game could do, and then they just all put them in the melting pot, and, you know, oh, deadlines are approaching, so they worked very, very hard to do exactly what they had come up with, and they never actually, like, really play tested the game using, like, different minimal builds to see what works. Because that's what I've seen that phenomena before, and that's usually what happens. That they get locked in, they lock in early on to a specific design without having ever properly play tested it. And so then you end up with games that very, very rapidly put in loads of patches in the beginning to try and fix game design flaws. Not like bugs, game design flaws. Do you know what game you're playing next? I am open to recommendations. There is the suggest command. If I don't get any really good suggestions, I'm probably leaning towards Sekiro. But I don't know, if Sekiro is of no interest to you, or if you wouldn't want to watch it because you want to play it yourself and that would be spoilers or something like that, let me know. At the end of the day, I am here notionally, well, I am here to entertain you. Whether or not I succeed in doing that is a different matter, but yes, knowing what people want to see is very important. So do let me know. There's more stuff in New Game 2 and 3. Changed 3 or 4 bosses in that week. Oh, blimey. Wait, so you're saying if I play this game on... Presumably if I did a new game now, I'd be on New Game 1, right? You're saying if I keep doing new games, I'll get more and more content? I could see myself doing more Lies of P. Not next. I definitely want to play something else in between. But I can see us coming back to Lies of P. Remember, it was the studio's very first game. It mostly comes back to an experience. Yes and no. I think there's definitely truth to that. But I also feel like there's a degree... this is going to sound harsh, but I think there is a degree of should have known better, you know? I don't know. I just feel like... I feel like... actual, like, gameplay mechanic... actual game design flaws... it's... upon release, it's concerning. You would hope that they would have... ironed those things out during development. But AAA studios do it. If anything, they're worse, so... what can I say? And I can't deny the fact that they've created an overall excellent game. And it's clear they poured a lot of passion into it. That's super impressive for a first game. It's obvious they had a large team. There's no way you would have... I don't think they would have struggled to have just, like, done all the art they needed with a small team. But yeah, it was good. Very good. I guess I should probably raid somebody. Oh, hang on. I need to update the schedule, don't I? Oh yeah, so, Cosmic Bonfire. Streaming there next Friday is the plan. D&D. With a bunch of people, including Pikachu, High King Yema, Melee, Avon the Raven, Beamer. I feel like I'm missing at least one person. Hold on, let me double check. I don't think Jake Shuffle can make it, but he's likely to be... he might be able to join us for the second session, or if not, hopefully he'll be able to join us for subsequent ones. Pikachu doesn't know how to play D&D. Well, it will be interesting then, is all I can say. Oh, myself, obviously. Was that the person that I was missing? Hold on, my little Surface laptop over here is being incredibly slow. I'm just waiting for it to load so I can check the names of everybody when it wants to. Also, I'll be streaming again, what is it, Friday today? So Monday will be the next stream. That's going to be more of Firmament, which is a game by the people that made Myst. I started it last... I think that is everybody, actually. I started it on Wednesday. Been enjoying it a lot. So I'll be doing more of that. Wednesday will be my next game. Sekiro or whatever game people in chat recommend. I'm open to ideas. Look at that. Ozpin there twice. And then, I've talked about Friday. Friday is going to be starting with the D&D on the Cosmic Bonfire channel. That's what, rather than all streaming on our own individual channels, we want to consolidate all the viewers onto one channel, which is why I gave that channel a shout out. Please follow if you're interested in watching any of us. And then after that, I will be doing more streaming on my channel, so probably more Firmament. That'll be... there. I don't know what game we're doing. Hold on. Sekiro I'll put. But that's the plan. So I'll be starting off on the Cosmic Bonfire channel and then moving over to my own channel later in the day. That's the plan. If you don't move on to Sekiro, I'm unfollowing. Oh, you do want me to do Sekiro. Fair enough. Anywho, let me raid somebody. And I really should be saying my thank you, shouldn't I? So thank you very much to everybody that kept me company in chat today, and to everybody that lurked. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really, really do. Like, genuinely, I do. I know I struggle with expressing emotions, but you are the reason that I do these streams. That is the truth of the matter, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. I think we'll raid Chibi. So, you take care, everyone.